What up, dudes? Mr. Sark here on Respawn. Welcome back. Doing something a little bit different today. I am flying solo again. Hutch is in Aspen. He's at the Winter X Games with Network A, Extreme Sports Channel on YouTube. Go check him out if you haven't already. Sort of jealous. I tricked him into going because I didn't want to be cold, and now that I've seen some of his footage, it looks kind of awesome. So I'm doing my best to try and be entertained here. And we're doing something a little different. You're going to accuse me of advertising. This is not an advertisement at all. This is just, we found something cool on the internet, so we're breaking it down for you guys. And we're going to do this gadget show on this, the Mad Catz MLG Pro Circuit Controller. And I'm going to explain why I thought it was awesome, why it caught our eye right now. We're going to unbox it. All right, so this is why we thought this looked rad. It should be self-explanatory, but I'm going to show you right now what caught our eye about this controller. Is it the magnetic removable faceplate? No, that's cool. This is what's awesome. We're looking at the PS3 version right now. Twist, pop out, and you can throw down a, if you fancy the 360 concave thumbsticks, you can go for it. If you want the, if for some godforsaken reason you want the 360 D-pad, you can drop that in there. If you want to configure your controller so that it's like a, the offset thumbsticks, 360 style, you can do that. So this is kind of cool, depending on what controller you like. Obviously, I play on Xbox Live a bunch because that's where all my bros are. So this is kind of awesome. I've had to play with an adapter in the past or just have to deal with the DualShock setup, which I'm not the biggest fan of. See, everyone you know, got their own opinions, but with this, I can basically set up my controller to be like a 360's, although I'll keep the PS3 sexy D-pad, and boom. Pretty sexy. The faceplate is cool. This is a glossy one. It comes with a matte finish one, which I would probably use because I like to handle a lot of butter before I play. The little palm guards down here you can swap out. The back is rubberized. That's kind of cool. But what I like most about it is it just feels like a stock controller. It doesn't feel like a third-party controller. And I was a little dubious because I've been hit and miss with Mad Catz stuff before. Some of it has disintegrated within a week of me playing with it. Other stuff's been all right. Obviously, we just got these in, so Mad Catz was good enough to send them over when we asked. I like that sort of, I like the matte glossy. It's like Two-Face. Part of me is clean and shiny. The young Mormon boy, ready to just get out there and save the world. And part of me is matte, just filthy, dirty, seeing the underbelly, knows the truth about. So this is obviously the PS3 one. You've got your PS3 buttons and your guide center home button there. There is another one of these for the Xbox. Which is weird to me. I wish there could just be a universal controller, but apparently Sony and Microsoft don't play well together. Go figure. So I think the connector, even though both are technically USB controllers, the connectors are proprietary. So it's good. It's got a good feeling. The triggers are a little shallower than you're used to if you're a 360 guy. Obviously, these are modeled after the 360 a little bit, so I don't know if you're a diehard PS3. Maybe you like your R2s curved the other way, but not a big deal considering you can fully modify this thing. The cable is 3 meters. If you're an American, you don't know what a meter is, then maybe you should Google that shit. Get the fuck with the times, because it's all about the metric system now. Anyway, on the back of this thing, You can see this pops off. That's not for batteries. This is, it should be clear at this point, a wired controller. This comes with some weights, so you can add a pretty significant amount of weight to the back of this thing. I actually like how it feels when you've got both of these in there, so it feels a little more solid. The jury's out. This is just a heads up that something like this is out there. A lot of you guys have asked me how I'm playing my PS3 with an Xbox 360 controller, and I've had to use a third-party adapter. And this means that I don't have to do that anymore, which is kind of awesome. So look at this jacked up controller I made. That's 2 D-pads and a left thumbstick. Good for nothing, but I'm gonna go play with it right now. If you guys thought this was cool, let us know in the comments. I think we're doing a big revamp on Respawn here in a week or two, and I think that this is kind of a cool thing to do every now and then. If something pops up that's awesome. That's what she said. So yeah, let us know in the comments. You guys rock. I'm peacing out. I'm gonna go play with my jacked up controller, and we'll do another video once we've really put it through the ringer. And as long as we know it, you know, it's not gonna shatter in your hands. This is the Mad Catz Pro Circuit controller. I think it's like $100, something like that. This is not an ad though, right? You understand that. They just sent us this. I was like, that's cool, so we're good. All right, see you guys Monday. That's not an ad though. This is just a graphic to make it look professional. Not an advertisement. If I do this, it was free shit.